All right, welcome to the December 19th, 2023 agenda briefing. I'll call the meeting to order. I have the invocation. Commissioner Hardison has the pledge. And then we go to the minutes. So Chip, you want to go from here or you want me to keep on getting?
Yes, sir. We have discussion and adjustment of the agenda, and we do have a couple of changes. Under special presentations, I'd like to remove item number 5. We'll do that at a later meeting. And then also, before you, I think you handed these out.
I have not.
You have not, you'll need to hand those out.
Okay, we don't have that. Okay.
You have this walk-on here.
I have that as a walk-on, but I have not handed it out, and it's not on there. It's
Yeah, I
not-
know. That's why we need to hand it out, so they can see it.
Oh, I thought you just said you don't need to hand it out. My apologies. Okay. We do have.
Good morning.
So this is an
You were having
amendment to,
moment like me. A little late this morning.
this is an amendment to contract to audit accounts, to Nunn, Brashear, and Ozell. We'll add this as item number 15, and we'll go over it when we get into consent. Then moving along to special presentations. We have a presentation of a retirement plaque for Chris Cowan from our IT department. And then a presentation from Chairman Chris Gurley. And then we move to the appointment committee. Do we have any appointments?
We have appointments.
Okay. And then number 6, we got a motion to appoint Emily Odom to the Wayne County, Travel and Tourism Development Alliance Board as requested by TDA. A motion to report Harold Brashear, Anthony Ham, and Chris Wise to the Wayne Health Corporation Board of Directors as requested by the Health Corporation Board. And moving into consent, we'll get to your late and elderly disabled exemption applications, your late property tax exempt applications. Those have all been vetted by the tax office and are appropriate to be approved. And you find them under number 8 and number 9 of your consent. And then moving on to number 10, we'll go over our budget amendments, and I'll ask Angie to do that.
Good morning.
The first budget amendment is number 210, and this is from our Fleet and Maintenance Department. We're running short on funds in that department due to increase in the number of repairs to our vehicles, so we need to move $150,000 to carry us through the end of the year from our contingency line item. Number 211 is for the Sheriff's Office. This is to appropriate $2,884.84. This is funds received from insurance and recovery. Number 212 is Sheriff's Department for $11,493. This is for funds received from insurance damage to an officer's vehicle. Budget amendment number 213 is for the Sheriff's Office. This is to appropriate $5,002 for donations for calendar ad sales and public donations. Budget amendment number 214 is for the Health Department. This is to move $15,000 from their professional services to their lab line item. This is grant funded through an AA for communicable disease pandemic recovery. Budget amendment number 215 is Health Department for $15,000. This is moving funds from salaries and wages to our professional services medical to cover the remainder needed for our interim health director, Dr. Stackhouse. Budget amendment number 216 is for DSS. This is for $27,660.68. This is to cover overtime for their staff. This is reimbursed 60% federal and state funds to cover their vacancies and increased workload for Medicaid expansion. Number 218 is for the library, and this is to appropriate $500 of donations. Number 221 is for the library. They received an increase from state aid, so they are appropriating that grant revenue of $37,664. This will be used for the Northern Library shelving. The next budget amendment is for $132,287. This is to appropriate funds for furniture, fixtures, and equipment for the Northern Library. However, we had originally budgeted approximately $150,000 of the original budget for this project, and it looks like we're going to have $50,000 remaining of that. So this was actually worst-case scenario until we got the final total, so it looks like it's going to be around $82,000 that is needed.
Angie, is that bottom total right? 264?
Yes, ma'am, that's just saying your, that's just totaling the decrease and increase from revenue expenditure. That just, that's a balancing, a balancing total. So we're just transferring, from capital.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. It just, I would have thought it'd been 132,000.
But what's the overall cost?
The overall cost will be approximately $230,000.
But the upgrades were somewhere around 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have about 50,000 left over.
So we need to
apply
thank
towards
our-
this.
Thank our facilities department for a job well done
Definitely.
at having qualified individuals who do work pays off.
Yep.
All right.
Number 223 is for the Jetport. The Jetport is requesting to increase their fee schedule for hangar rentals. That schedule should be attached. They would like to do this effective March 2024, and they anticipate this increase will result in an income of $10,000. And they would like to use this increase for repairs and maintenance to buildings.
10,000 between March and July 1st.
Yes, sir.
So that's about $30,000 increase a year.
40.
40.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, 40. That'd be a 30 more. I got you. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Budget amendment number 235 is for the landfill. They are appropriating $3,120 from insurance reimbursements due to damage to their hazardous waste building. Number 236 is Sheriff's Office at $532.70 for insurance funds for damages to a vehicle.
Do we need to send them deputies to driving school?
Yeah, they're going.
And finally, the Health Department is budget amendment number 237. They are reappropriating $34,000 from professional services to medical and travel meals and lodging for our dentist.
That's what we got.
And that is all I have.
Thank you,
All
ma'am.
right, thank you, Angie. Moving on to the next item, number 11, is a motion to adopt Resolution 2023-28, a resolution adopting the 49th Amendment to the position, classification, and pay plan for Wayne County, North Carolina. All right.
Good morning. This is, we've only got two items on here. The first one is a correction to the pay plan, crew chief. We're just requesting to reclassify that from a grade 67 to a grade 68. That should have been done in July. It was just an oversight. And the second is we are asking to remove the title of solid waste field supervisor. It's an obsolete title, so it's just a cleanup and correction to the pay plan. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Moving on to number 12 is a motion to approve a work authorization number 8 for the perimeter fencing at the Wayne Executive Jetport funded by the state of North Carolina and the Department of Transportation via a grant. And so this is a project working towards replacing all of the perimeter fencing. This is a three-phase project. This funding is suitable enough for phase 1 and possibly phase 2. And like I say, it's funded by the state of North Carolina and the Department of Transportation. So we're happy to accept that and get this project rolling since our fence is falling down out there.
Exactly.
Cattle actually roam onto the runway, which is a serious safety hazard. Moving on to 13 is a motion to adopt resolution for building reuse grant for Project Bull and appropriate budget amendment. And nobody's here. You want to speak on that? You don't really know anything? But it's a building reuse grant, and let me get to my memo. Let's see here. This authorizes Wayne County to file a formal application for the NC Rural Center Building Reuse Grant for up to $500,000 for business expansion related to Project Bull. Wayne County Board of Commissioners has previously indicated its desire to assist in economic development efforts within the county and wishes to pursue a formal application for Rural Center Building Reuse to benefit Project Bull and will invest a 5% match of the $500,000 applied for, up to $500,000. Any questions on that? Standard building reuse,
What is Project Bull? I mean,
could not tell you, I don't know. It's always top secret until the project's announced by the state. So, moving on to 14 is the sale of surplus property located at 1105 and 1107 North George Street in Goldsboro. Andrew has some information on that.
Good morning. This is a sale of surplus property. The offer actually just came in within the last week or so. Both of these lots are tax foreclosures that we've owned for quite some time. My understanding from the owner is these lots individually are non-conforming, so she wants to combine them so she can have a conforming lot and then develop it later on. She's offered full tax value for the, it's her offer, I believe it's $6,040, and that's the tax value for each one of them. So if you all approve it today, we'll go ahead and mail out letters to the adjoining property owners, go through the upset bid process, and then we'll send it to the city for their concurrence. So, pretty straightforward.
Today?
Any questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, we would really need to look at the calendar before we do that. We can do that at the first meeting in January. Yeah. Number 15 is a amendment to the contract to audit accounts to Nunn, Brashear, and Uzell. With some of the turnover that we had in our existing staff in finance, it took a little extra time to prepare the audit. And there was also some legal changes to the auditing process that were time-consuming for us to get through. So we were looking to extend the date of this audit to, the original date was 10/31/23 to 12/29/23. And we're looking for approval of that under consent. Any questions on that?
Um, I've got, my numbers ain't matching up.
That would be number 15. Well, we removed 5, but we just don't have a, you know, it
That's
goes
okay,
to
got
6.
it.
You don't renumber.
Use your paper copy.
I got it.
Keep on
Got it.
going.
On the computer, it actually changes the numbers
Yeah.
when we do
Yeah,
that,
I
so.
got it, okay. Thank you.
Being no questions on that 15 item, we'll move to county manager's report, board of commissioners committee reports. Do we have a closed session? No closed session. Nothing for closed session. After that, we'll adjourn, and then you all are to film your Christmas videos with public affairs afterwards. And you can take a recess until.
Mr. Chairman, I do in fact have an issue that I'd like to discuss in closed session. So I move that we go into closed session to discuss it with our attorney.
Okay. Y'all vote?
No, because I lost my screen again.
I'll vote yes for you, Mr. Acorn.
Yeah.
I still need to get
I
back
got
on
it,
it.
I got it.
Is this gonna be attorney-client privilege?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear from.
All right, once we get the all clear, I'm pretty sure that was.
These two.
Okay, we'll go and, we'll recess till about 5 minutes to our 9 o'clock meeting. All right, I call the December 19th, 2023 Commissioner meeting to order. I'll have the invocation. If you will, please bow your head. Dear Lord, we thank you for bringing us all here safe this morning. We ask that you give us the wisdom to make the best decisions that continues to move our county forward. We also thank you for sending your son, for the birth of your son, Jesus Christ, which is the real reason that we celebrate Christmas. We ask that you keep us all safe during this holiday season. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Commissioner Harrison has our pledge.
Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, sir. All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the December 5th minutes.
So moved.
All right. I have a motion on the floor. If you would, please cast your vote. Okay. Mr. Crawford, we have an adjusted agenda, correct?
Yes, sir, I have a few changes.
Okay.
Under special presentations, I'd like to remove item number 5.
Okay.
We'll do that at a later date, at a later meeting, possibly the next meeting. And then also under consent agenda, I would like to add an item number 15 as amendment to the contract for audit accounts for Nunn, Brashear, and Uzzel, changing our end date a little bit.
All right, thank you, sir. I'll entertain a motion for the adjusted agenda.
So moved.
All in favor, please cast your vote. All right, on to special presentations, Mr. Crawford.
Thank you, sir. Our first presentation, item number 3, is a retirement plaque for Chris Cowan. I'll ask our IT director, Georgia Christoph, to come up and present.
Wrote a little note. Today we gather here to bid farewell to a remarkable colleague, Chris Cowan. As he embarks on a new and exciting chapter of his life, retirement, it is with mixed emotions that we say goodbye as we celebrate the incredible journey and accomplishments of someone who has been an integral part of our team, IT team, for just over 25 years. I've worked with Chris for almost 15 years. Chris first started out as the first IT employee in the health department, and that was October 19th, 1998. This is after he previously retired from the Air Force. Chris has always set the bar high and led by example. His dedication to his work has been nothing short of extraordinary, and he has played a pivotal role in the success of countless projects. His dedication to his work, some of the major projects include server and application virtualization, which he won an award for, along with Chris Stone. County wireless. The wireless that we have throughout the county is thanks to this man. The county fiber loop for connectivity and redundancy. All our buildings, minus one or two, are connected with a fiber loop. So if it gets broke one place, it comes around the other, so we have redundancy, we don't lose connectivity. That was a big project, many years. Infrastructure and automation for the Maxwell Regional Agricultural Conference Center, the Maxwell Center. Network infrastructure for the Kerry Winters Jail. The new A. Joe Gurley 911 Center. He made sure that everything was connected, switches, number of drops, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work goes into these buildings. His project management skills and expertise extended to current projects like the new jail addition and the Department of Health and Human Services buildings. The impact of his contributions will be felt for years to come. As Chris transitions into retirement, his absence will be felt deeply. However, his legacy will continue to inspire us. We are grateful for the wealth of knowledge, experience, and camaraderie that he has shared with us throughout his career. Chris, on behalf of the entire IT team in the County of Wayne, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude for your dedication, leadership, friendship, and present this plaque to you. Presented to Chris Cowan in his recognition and appreciation of your many years of faithful, dedicated service. October 19th, 1998 to December 31st, 2023. Wayne County Board of Commissioners. As you embark on a well-deserved retirement, may the years ahead be filled with joy, relaxation, and new adventures. You've definitely earned it.
Now it's my turn to talk. I have what, 6 minutes? I'm just kidding. The only thing I can say is it's been an adventure. We've done a lot of projects. Like he mentioned, I was the first IT person in health. And we migrated where we became one team, which is the better concept. This way you have redundancy. If someone leaves, like me, someone else is behind there and stuff like that. We have a great team. We've done many projects, as you mentioned, between the Steel Library, the Senior Center, to Animal Control, 911 centers like this. I always consider myself to be the outside plant person. In other words, I built buildings. I didn't put up the walls, but I made sure the wiring was there and connectivity back to us. It happened, and at the right time. And that's what I always felt my job was. And I'll tell you, going in the next couple of years, we have a lot of major projects. George mentioned about server virtualization. That'll happen in the next 1 to 2 years. We got to upgrade all our stuff. It needs to be done because our stuff is starting to get old and stuff. We have the new building, health and DSS, and we have the new jail. And more than likely, you'll throw a few other projects in there in the next couple of years. So the team that I leave behind me are very capable of doing all this. They know what they're doing. All I'd ask of you commissioners is trust in them and give them the support you can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris, that also sounded like you might would work some part-time too.
We'll think about it.
All right, I have a special presentation. Ms. Barber, will you please stand, please? On behalf of the Board of Commissioners and all of Wayne County, I will present you with this as being our leader for the past year.
What can I say? I've just got a good board. Thank y'all.
Say that one more time.
I've got a good board. Y'all helped me get through the past year and been very responsive to my ideas, and also I hope I have to your ideas, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, very nice.
All right.
Move on to appointment committee.
Okay, we have 2 appointments today. Okay, these come to you in the form of a motion, Mr. Chair. Motion to appoint Emily Odom to the Wayne County Goldsboro Tourism Development Alliance Board as recommended by that board.
All right, we have a motion on the floor. Please cast your vote.
Didn't come up
Okay, how would you like to vote?
manually. That's,
Okay.
All right, next.
And the next one is a motion to reappoint Harold Brashear, Anthony Ham, and Chris Wise to the Wayne Health Corporation Board of Directors as requested by that board.
All right, please cast your vote. All right, on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
so moved.
Got a motion on the floor. Please cast your vote. And county manager report.
I'd like to just add that I've worked with Chris Cowan many years, and even though he's leaving behind capable staff, we'll miss him being here. He's been a valuable asset to this county, and he was fun to work with, and he was definitely a problem solver, and didn't mind any task or challenge, no matter how hard or tough it might be. And I just appreciate his dedication to this board, to this county, and to the public he served. Thank you, Chris. Just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year's, and be safe, enjoy family, and be thankful for the fortunate things we have, and remember to others who are struggling through Christmas time. And that's all from the county manager.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Williams?
Thank you, sir. Wayne County citizens, if you live in District 2, this is a short message for you. If you reside within the city of Goldsboro, Dudley, this message is for you. If you reside in Mount Olive, this message is for you. I have respected my elected officials' oath for office. I have focused on a better Wayne County. I have never been someone that liked to boast. I have always tried to be a team player, never boasting in regard to things I have accomplished as a Wayne County Commissioner. I have most recently been challenged by 2 individuals to run against me in our upcoming elections. I understand most of our citizens have many obligations and are not aware of all that goes on within our city government, our county governments. I would like to state some of our goals as well as accomplishments I've had as your District 2 Commissioner. I represented Wayne County at our National North Carolina's Association for County Commissioners Conference and was our 2023 voting delegate. At our Wayne County Commissioners Budget and Goals Retreat, I've always advocated for programs for the betterment of all within our community. I advocated for our Summer Youth Employment Program, which has been in effect for 2 years. This program helped families have additional income, taught our youth skills that can help them for life, as well as help them find permanent employment within the county of Wayne. This program has been a success. Another goal I advocated for was a full-time grant writer. We have now a grant writer that has saved Wayne County citizens revenue as we have been able to tap into other dollars, either federal or state. Most might not know, but I've advocated and the board voted to support a Southern Digital Library. As we know, Dudley Marmac has to travel to other library locations within our county, and we are expected to move forward with that location once the Northern Library is completed. I supported biweekly pay for our county employees. I've been advocating for Mount Olive and their serious water issues. A long-term sewer development for Mount Olive, as Mount Olive has been under a water moratorium under its past town leadership. Dudley, I advocated for no dumping signs, as the Rolling Woods section also to address flooding issues. As a result, the flooding issues are being addressed and families are getting homes rebuilt and repaired. I advocated building of new schools in Dudley, as well as Brogdon Primary, which was one of those schools up next. I've advocated for evening meetings for those of us who could not make our morning meetings. I've supported the Department of Social Service, Health Department new facilities, as this is a vital part of a healthy county to retain employees, as our old facilities are in terrible conditions. I supported the forward progress of building shell buildings within our industrial parks to create economic opportunities for the county and our citizens. I've traveled to Washington, D.C. to advocate with our U.S. representatives, U.S. senators, both Democrats and Republicans, to help Wayne County get commuter and freight rail service. This will be something to look forward to us in our near future. Politics is about choices and who is going to be on your side. I have been committed to Wayne County, and I have taken this job seriously. I will continue to be by your side as we move forward. Primary elections, early voting starts February 15th through March 2nd, and primary election day is March 5th. Let's be ready so we don't have to get ready. And let's be knowledgeable voters and not emotional voters. Re-elect Antonio Williams, District 2 Commissioner. And again, I want to wish everyone a safe, happy, and prosperous holiday and New Year. God bless. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Daugherty?
It's that time of year again, Christmas. All the little boys and girls and us youngins really enjoy this time of year. I wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Aycock?
As Commissioner Daugherty said, I'd just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you know someone or a family that is less fortunate than you are, let's try to remember those folks. And also, let's keep our men and women in uniform. We are a military community. I don't know this is a fact, but I'm quite sure we've got men and women deployed in the Middle East right now, and we just pray for their safety and pray for their families back here at home. And again, I'd just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thanks, sir. Commissioner Barbara Aycock?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and thank you to the staff this year for a wonderful year, and Mr. Parker and Andrew and the board. I want to thank the board too, and citizens of Wayne County. Let's look forward to a new year and pray for everyone and our nation especially for peace. And God bless our nation, and remember why that we are the country that we are, because we always put God before anything else. So go forward, be happy with your family, and enjoy your Christmas, and hopefully we have a better new year. And thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Horson?
It's that time of year, as everyone has stated. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and hopefully keep those in mind who basically have health problems, aren't doing as well as they were. I think I moved in that age group now where I have more friends that are ill than are well. So keep those folks in mind. And those of you that have grandkids, they will add a week to your life every time you pick them up. So. That's it.
Commissioner Foster?
Yes, first I'd like to thank the Wayne County Library. Well, the one here in Goldsboro anyway. I haven't visited the other ones. I was being cheap and I wouldn't buy another printer for my house, and it broke. And so for about a month and a half, I was going back and forth to the library, printing copies and just doing stuff. And the staff there, I don't know if people know what they go through on a daily basis, but they deal with everything from people with mental illnesses to no education to it's just a lot that comes through that library. And I've watched every last one of those staff members help people, not disrespect them, take their time. I mean, I saw one sit there, I know, for 15, 20 minutes helping a lady do an application. So, I mean, and it's just a lot of people don't know how to work computers, but they go there and they show them and they teach them. So they do a great job over there, a real great job. Also, I'd like to thank the election board. The process of registering, I don't know if it was for everybody else, but it was way simpler this time. It was just easy. We went in and knocked it out, Also, last but not least, Kendall and Giorgio. I think I said that right? I mean, they did an amazing job with our float. I mean, I've gotten so many calls, texts. One of my cousins threatened me because we put too much fake snow in his face. It's just a wonderful thing, and I saw a lot of kids smiles, adults with smiles. I mean, it was great. So, and remember during this holiday season, I work in mental health, and a lot of people are battling a lot of different things during this time. You know what I mean? Loss of loved ones to, just depression, being lonely, everything else. So try your best to be kind. You never know what anybody's going through during this time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to wish my fellow commissioners and their families and all the citizens of Wayne County a Merry Christmas and hope you have a Happy New Year. I do want to thank those that were involved in the lot of work on getting the secret sleigh established, and put together. We had fun, even had the Grinch running the music at the back. We still don't know who that was, but he done a great job. As you said, Kendall, I mean, you know, if I start naming a bunch of people, I'm gonna miss somebody. So all the facility, all the county manager staff, IT, everyone that had something to do with it, we appreciate it. As Bevan said, and Joe made the comment, us youngins, we had a ball between Candy and Snow. We put that put a lot of smiles on people's faces when sometimes they may not smile. Even grown-ups were out twirling around in the snow, and they would move. Especially when we went to Goldsboro, you could see the people move from one side of the street to the other, so they could get part in the snow. I want to congratulate and thank the Wayne County Sheriff's Honor Guard. They presented the colors at the Carolina Hurricanes hockey game this past Sunday night. We were in our Christmas program at church, and people from around that know me were texting me during the thing. Michelle said, "You got to get up and go out," because my light flashes every time I was getting text. The Honor Guard is at the Hurricanes game, not the Hurricanes game. So we want to thank them for representing Wayne County. And the main thing, I mean, a lot of us will have people that that are not at the dinner table this year during Christmas, and that's going to be kind of hard on some. It don't matter if it's a year or if it's 10 years, there's still an empty place. So remember those families. If you've been fortunate enough not to lose someone, then give them an extra hug. So, with all that being said, hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
could I make one more comment?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Y'all have talked about the float in the parades and all, and as Commissioner Foster said, you know, we had a great time. But the last parade we were in was out at Oberry, and that's the most important one to me. Throwing candy at the kids and all is great, but when you go out there and see the conditions that some of those people are in, and have been that way all their life, and some of them probably in their 60s or 70s, it tugs on your heartstring. That's the one that's most important to me. And you know, we can't throw out candy at that parade, but they did give us permission to hand out stuffed animals, little stuffed animals, and just until you go out there and see the condition of those patients out there, it's you really don't get a true picture of it. But I just wanted to say that, you know, we had a great time out there, and the staff out there, they're to be commended, because there's a lot of people can't work in a facility like that. I'm one of them. But like I say, that's my special parade. Thank you.
I agree. My grandmama worked there for 28 years, and I got a lot of friends who work there. And the staff, they were smiling just as much as those that lived there. So as I said, y'all have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you on January the 2nd. 1st, 2nd, yes, 2nd. We won't be on the 1st. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.